You're watching Fantasy Now Plus.
Welcome to the show today. It is July 22nd, ever closer to that August date where we can, watch slow motion videos of your favorite draft people in shorts and talk about their legs and talk about their muscles and whatever you want to talk about. But today we're talking tight ends. That's right, the tight end fantasy football ranking show redraft with my buddy, my pal, my boss, Justin Byerly, and myself, of course. We have some keep trade cuts, and we also have some over and unders. Are we allowed to say over and under, Justin? Are we officially allowed to say that? I don't know. I was gonna say play the music.
Higher or lower, I think, or more or less, I think is what you're supposed to say.
All I know is I was gonna say cue the music, but you already did that. So here we are, tight ends. We have a keep trade cut, which I'm sure Justin's gonna get me prepared for now. But for that, we took last week off. Wasn't my fault. I was prepared. Did we take last week off? We took last week off.
I was out of town.
He was out of town. So don't worry. These off-season shows, they're just one-offs. We'll be here throughout the whole fantasy football season. We're getting the band back together. Expect us at least 6 days a week this season. I hope 7, like last year. We'll see. But anyway, Justin, tight ends. Tight of the ends.
Yeah, tight ends. You want your keep trade cut first?
I do.
That's how we get going. Okay. I'm not going to trap you and bait you into saying Aaron Rodgers sucks this time. So Pat Fryer, no, I'm just kidding. Colston Loveland, Tyler Warren, Tucker Kraft, keep trade cut.
Man, this is Dynasty because we always do Dynasty for some reason. All right. So it's Tyler Warren, the sophomore in Indianapolis right now, with a very questionable quarterback at the moment. Just at the moment, we have Tucker Kraft, who is probably the best tight end on this list, with coming off that injury, and then Colston Loveland, who came off a very poor, slow start, and then heated up at the end of the season. That being said, I believe Colston Loveland getting the most love right now with of what he did at the end of the season, and he is going to have the most value, and people are over drafting him because he will fall back to the mean. It's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and trade him now because the hype is too high on Colston Loveland and Luther Burden, if you want to add him into the Bears in general. I'm keeping Tucker Kraft because he's the most consistent and he is the top target on that offense. That's why I was okay trading Jaden Reed and other players away because Tucker Kraft is the wide receiver 1. And then I'm straight up cutting Tyler Warren. I don't want to, but they're all superstars or good. But you have to cut someone. And I saw Tyler Warren decrease as Daniel Jones left. And I saw Colston Loveland increase at the same time. So like that's influencing me.
Yeah, no, I actually agree with Colston Loveland being the trade bait here. I think that is the one that I'm trading for the most value because everybody has him as a top 3 tight end this year. And
everybody?
I think that's really not everybody. A lot of people have Colston Loveland as a top 3 tight end this year, which is to me crazy, but he was the first tight end drafted last year.
Who doesn't have Loveland as a top 3 tight end? Just curious. Can you name someone?
We'll talk about it. Tyler Warren, I think, he did fall off when Daniel Jones went down. However, he was also falling off before Daniel Jones went down, and that is concerning because they tried to get the ball to different places. Defenses realized that Tyler Warren was the threat on the Colts offense, so they started locking him down a lot more. Tucker Kraft is more consistent. You're right. Coming off the ACL injury, I'm a little concerned there. To me, Tyler Warren and Tucker Kraft are a coin flip. You could flip the coin and figure out which one you would rather have. They're both going to do probably about the same, in my opinion. Either Josh is staring really intently at the computer or he's frozen or I'm frozen. Could be me. If you're in the chat, tell me who's frozen right now. Oh no. What's going on? Oh, yep. It's Josh. Josh is frozen. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to carry this show then. Because Doomy, Josh is frozen, right? Like it's not just me. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. So tight ends. We're going to talk about tight ends today. We'll hopefully get Josh back at some point today. Maybe I should text him real quick. You are frozen. But yeah, so tight ends. Yep, there he goes. We are out of here. Talking about tight ends today, we are doing redraft rankings for the tight end position, just like we did with quarterback, running back, and wide receiver positions before that. So to start off, we have tight end 1 is Trey McBride. Josh will talk about him a lot. Actually, tight end 1 and 2, we agree on. It's Trey McBride, Brock Bowers. I think those are the two guys that are the elite tight ends in the NFL. And we'll continue on it. So those are the two guys. I mean, does anybody disagree that Brock Bowers and Trey McBride are the top two? No, I can't imagine that. 3 is where we differ. Harold Fannin is the consensus just because of averages. Josh has him at 3. I've got him down at 5, and it's mostly because of the team that he is on. And again, I know we're going to talk about this more as soon as Josh gets back. He lost internet. That's what he's saying, at least. So we'll get Josh here in just a moment. Actually, you know what? Before we even start talking about tight ends even more, let's go ahead and throw out a shout out for Super League. If you're not in it today, there's only a few spots left. Like, we are now at 12 leagues. It's 144 participants. All of this is best ball, managed best ball for charity. So all money proceeds are going to Extra Life to support those with the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, which is fantastic. We raised a ton of money last year. We're up over $800 so far this year. The goal is 5,000. So we still have quite a bit of ways to go. If you want to join Super League or have any questions about the charity, go to superleagueff.org. Doomy's in Deadpool, so definitely join. Deadpool is full, but my league, I got moved out of Deadpool to get somebody else in there. But my league is not Captain America. Good Lord, that was last year. Is Mr. Fantastic. But you can go to superleagueff.org, sign up today, get an invite today, get linked into Sleeper today, because we only have a couple more spots left, and those spots are filling fast. This morning we had 7 spots down to 2. So get in there and sign up. It's a great cause. It truly is a great cause because of the foundation that we are supporting through Extra Life. Just, I don't know how much more I can say about it. Super League in general is, like I said, managed best ball. Usually best ball is a giant roster. This year it is not. 14 people, 13 of those are starters. So you only have 1 bench spot. There is absolutely wild scoring going on it. I mean, we're talking about superhero scoring where you are going to have players scoring, I don't know, 80 points. JSN's week 3 blow up last year would have been an 84-point game. Could be winners. So join today. We start drafting August 1st, so next Saturday. So yeah, I think Josh is back. Let's see if he gives me the thumbs up. Nope, still thumbs up. There we go. So let's get Josh back in here now that he has internet.
Guys, I live in Florida and we have bad weather and bad internet. I learned this the other day. Seattle, like, just for example, I was listening to like some kind of show, and they have their internet's like 7 times the speed as people in Florida. Did you know that? Other regions have better internet access. Did you know this?
Uh-huh.
I had no, I thought we were all equal. Like,
no.
I thought internet was literally equal, but like the guys in Seattle. So when I play people in Fortnite, they have a way better ping, way better everything if they're on the West Coast or Seattle, for example.
You got to think where all these tech companies are and where all these data centers are at. They're not in Florida.
Not yet. Anyway, I hope. Thank goodness. Stay away. Where were we?
So just talking about Super League and how people should sign up today. Sure. And then I talked about the top 2, McBride, Bowers. Like those are set, right? Like there's nothing to talk about. It's like McBride and Bowers.
Yeah, there's nothing really much to talk about. Pick your preference. I prefer McBride. I think he's more consistent. But either pick your poison. I still see Brock Bowers being drafted over McBride. I think it's a mistake. But again, pick your preference. I'm always gonna. Yeah. Even last year, I picked McBride over Bowers. So
yeah,
it's just like a here where we get really really fuzzy is the 3 spot, because you're right. Everyone has Loveland there, and it's crazy to me. You have Loveland there, I believe.
I do. No? I do. I don't like Loveland there. But truthfully, if I'm looking at, Loveland, Warren, and Fannin, the 3 second-year players, I'd rather have Loveland. I only have Harold Fannin at 5. I know you have him at 3. I have Harold Fannin at 5 because I just don't know who's throwing him the ball. I understand that he is the offense. Like, who else is on that offense in Cleveland? But just because you're the only option doesn't mean you are a good, doesn't mean you're going to be good.
That's a crazy statement, but you're wrong. You're not wrong, but it's also a crazy statement have to because be able to get the
ball to be good, and it's just I don't think Deshaun and Shedeur and Dylan and whoever is throwing the ball is going to get Harold Fannin enough involved. In fact, I don't think they're good enough to get him enough involved when the defenses know they need to just double Harold Fannin or they need to cover him better. Because what happens when Harold Fannin starts getting the Tyler Warren treatment? He's going to fall.
What happens? But here's the problem. Here's the problem for I like what we're getting at here, because Harold Fannin was already in that situation last year as a rookie with a mess, a circus at the quarterback position. You had Dylan Gabriel, who was drafted ahead of Shedeur Sanders. Then you had Shedeur come in and do what he did. Nothing spectacular. People kind of went crazy on Shedeur because people are rooting for him. That's fine. I'm rooting for him too. I don't want to see anyone fail, really. But what's the difference between last year and this year for Harold Fannin? He's another year of experience, another 107 targets coming his way, another 21% target share coming his way. I don't see a situation where Fannin isn't the top guy on that team for receptions and targets and opportunity, and that's what we're looking for. Deshaun Watson is nobody wants to talk about Deshaun Watson, and I understand that.
Well, he's also not good at football anymore. So it's more than just the off the field issues. Deshaun Watson's not good at football anymore.
That's true too. You're not wrong. I'm not saying that Deshaun Watson is some kind of superstar is going to save Cleveland, but we've seen it before. And it's so funny how we pick and choose what we've seen before and what we choose to believe and how much we believe in it and how long we believe in it. And that's just all aspects of life. We can go down the Justin Fields train again if you'd want to, but that's been 5 years of bad football, and people still to this day believe he's good.
Running back Justin Fields is going to be a dominant player, Josh.
And I understand Deshaun Watson has had a massive downfall. Like, I understand that he has gone from literally being compared to the next Michael Jordan of the NFL by his head coach in college, all the way down to where he is now, where he hasn't played a full season since 2020. And 2024 was the most he's ever played since 2020. He played 7 games. I know this is a tight end show, but he also completed 63% of his passes, and he wasn't like mega bad. He was just bad. Like, he wasn't JJ McCarthy bad. He was Joe Flacco bad. The first, I know it's 2024. I understand. But if you're looking at Deshaun Watson in a clear mindset without everything clouding your mind, which it should, he was still averaging 15 points a game until he left, till he just disappeared. Still putting up. I can't even talk myself into it. God damn it. I tried. But all I'm saying is give me a semi-average quarterback with a tight end like Harold Fannin. I think we'll see success. That's all. And honestly, guys, this is more of a tight end landscape rather than a Harold Fannin at number 3 situation, right? Because the guys below him, I have zero trust in. I don't think Tyler Warren is the guy. I don't think Travis Kelce's the guy anymore. I don't think all these other guys are like the guy, but I do know Harold Fannin is the guy.
Yeah, no, if we want to think about, tight end landscape, I think it's Trey McBride, Brock Bowers, like here. and then it's like, tight end 3 through 7 down here, and then it's like 8 through 15 is right here. So it's there's a huge gap in my opinion on who the top 2 guys are and then who everybody else is. And this year in drafts, I generally will like to get a couple tight ends because I like to put tight ends in the flex, because especially in tight end premium leagues, but because they get used so much, I generally get, top 10 tight ends. However, this year I feel like if you don't have one of the top 2, usually it's like, if you don't have a top 3, top 4, then don't even worry about it. But like, if you don't have a top 2, you can just wait and get the same player at tight end 10, like in the 11th round. Like, you don't have to get him early. You can wait on the tight end position this year, like normal. Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, first 2 rounds. Everybody else, 9 through 15, 20.
Let's talk. Did we talked about Loveland yet and why we think he's going to be? Well, you think he's top 3.
I mean, we kind of talked about it. He's getting more involved. He's getting more love than Cole Kmet in Chicago. Ben Johnson drafted Colston Loveland for a reason. Last year in the first round, he definitely likes him. I think he's going to get him even more involved than he already is this year. They just sent DJ Moore away, which takes away an entire receiving option. And did they even fill his position truly? I mean, DJ Moore was replaced by Roma Dunze, Luther Burden, Khalif Raymond. They didn't really add anybody to that lineup because they trust Colston Loveland and Cole Kmet to actually do well at the tight end position. So I think he'll do well. I like his opportunity a lot more than Harold Fannon's because of the quarterback play, because of the head coach, because of the surrounding factors. And that's why I have Loveland over Harold Fannon and Tyler Warren.
I just want to get my piece out on Colston Loveland. I do have him ranked, I believe, above Tyler Warren, I hope. Yes, I do.
You have him up.
So I have him at 6, as you guys can see on the screen here. The only people I have above him are Kyle Pitts, Tucker Kraft, and then, of course, the big 3, Fannon, Bowers, and McBride, the big 3. The big 2 and then plus Fannon. And it's because of consistency, and it's because I don't trust him, and it's because of everything I've already spoke about with these tight ends and streaks. And the reason why, again, guys, I cannot express this enough. I see it year in, year out. If a player goes bananas at the end of the season, like Loveland did from week 17 to week 20, according to player profile right here, which I'm looking at, he was tight end 2, 1, 1, 3. Guess what? None of that was in the regular season. None of that happened during your fantasy football season. We saw this with Tyler Higbee. We've seen this every single year. And every single year that player gets overdrafted to the moon because they remember what happened in the last 4 games. And these games didn't really matter. They mattered in like Chicago Bears world, but they did not matter in your fantasy world whatsoever unless you played postseason fantasy, which is also kind of weird. He didn't have a 20-point game ever all season except for week 9. And you're telling me from week 17 through 19, he just did it nonstop? Just 20 point. We're drafting him at his ceiling when we need to understand that there's other players like Tucker Kraft who should be drafted way over him because he has the history with Jordan Love and with the Green Bay Packers and with that scheme. You can definitely understand how to get the ball down the field to him. And Tucker Kraft is always involved. With Loveland, is it going to be a Burden game? Is it going to be an Odunze game? Is it going to be a Loveland game? There's too many options over there. And I just can't risk drafting him that high over another valued player. That's all. Over another valued skill player. I should say that. Like a wide receiver or running back I'd rather have than a streaky tight end who puts up streaky numbers. And we've only seen 1 season. That's all. Love Loveland. I hope he does well. What about Kyle Pitts? We're equal on Kyle Pitts. But like the journey of Kyle Pitts. He's going to change the game forever of tight ends. He's going to be, no one's going to cover him. 2,000 yards a season. I remember when he was a rookie. Brother, people were drafting him 101. People were trading 3 first-round picks for him. He was the future. Who's that basketball player they call the alien? He was that guy. Whoever that guy is, he was that guy. He was supposed there's some basketball player that is tall and stuff. He can shoot threes. I don't know. Sure. But his guy was supposed to be the alien, and he's been average. And it's because of Desmond Ritter. It's been because of Arthur Smith. It's because of Michael Penna. It's whoever you want to blame. But last year, he finally broke out. And last year, he was really good. And last year, he won a lot of people fantasy football games. Are we still going to believe in Kyle Pitts in 2026? That's where I'm getting to.
I lean towards yes, because it's the same head coach this year, right? Like, they didn't get a new head coach, or did they?
No, I think Raheem Morris is, unless Raheem Morris was the coach last year. Let me look that up. That dude's gone, I think.
Falcons head coach. Somebody throw that. Like, I don't remember. Oh, Kevin Stefanski is down there now.
Good. It makes me even happier.
He's the head coach. So not the same head coach, but they maybe have the same quarterback. Is Michael Penix the quarterback?
I honestly, to be honest with you, that's what I'm here for, right? To give you guys the real deal Holyfield. I think it's going to be Tua. I think Tua, and I'll tell you why. Can we go off? Vince Talk Sports Network represent. What's up, Bobby Melendez? Everyone knows this. When someone leaves Miami, Wes Welker, they become superstars. 100% is going to happen. Tua's going to be MVP of the league. Tua's taking the Falcons all the way to the top, and the Dolphins are going to be stuck with Malik Willis, which we'll talk about soon. But man, let me tell you, I don't see a situation with Tua where he fails. Look at what he did with Darren Waller. Look at what he did with every other tight end that came in there, and we're like, who's that guy? And Darren Waller, I almost shaved my head because of him. He caught the balls. He caught more footballs than I thought. But Tua always gets his Jonnu Smith a couple years ago. Tua involves his tight end. So if Tua's the starter there, man, I'm all in on Kyle Pitts. And I'm picking Tua over Penix.
I mean, Kyle Pitts finally had his top 2 to season. I mean, he finished as tight end 2 last year, which is nice. First tight end 1 season since his rookie season when he finished as tight end 6. So I'm hoping Kyle Pitts is finally back. The year I finally gave up on Kyle Pitts is the year that he finally does well. So it's great. I did trade for Kyle Pitts. I think you gave me Kyle Pitts, but
yeah, I got rid of him a couple years ago.
Yeah, Tua or Kyler.
Come on, man.
This is a tight end show, but
come on. For the tight ends, okay, I'll do that. Tua's going to give the tight ends more love. I believe that Michael Pittman, Kyle Pitts will outscore TJ Hawkinson by 1 billion. I don't think Kyler elevates Hawkinson whatsoever.
See how I spun the question. I'll take the under on outscoring him by 1 billion.
1 billion. 1 billion and 2.
I mean, he doesn't even score 300. So
can you please quit Mark Andrews? Can you please quit Mark Andrews? That's what I'm going to ask you right now.
Can I quit Mark Andrews?
Yes, you have him as a top 12 tight end. And I'm over it.
Where is he?
Yeah, because I have him so low. You have him so high. Go all the way down to 18.
I missed 12. Come on.
Can you stop, though? Can we stop?
What other tight end is there? They don't have another tight end anymore.
It doesn't matter what they have. It doesn't matter. Look, the Buccaneers have Kate Otten. Are you going to rank him 12? No, they don't have anyone else.
They don't have a quarterback.
What do you mean they have Baker? What are you talking about?
They don't have a good quarterback.
Hey, don't start that again, brother.
Mark Andrews finishes tight end 25 last year. He missed some time, and the end of the season was kind of bad. But remember, when his ups are up, he's up.
Remember back in 2018 when CMC and Michael Thomas blew up the world, and I wanted to. Come on, man. We're talking about the olden days.
Below Mark Andrews, Dalton Kincaid. You'd have Dalton Kincaid at 9.
Yeah, I do.
Does Dalton Kincaid remember how to play football? Because he's not. Everybody remembers Dalton Kincaid for that one good year that he had.
No. He's never even had a good year.
He even finished last year.
He's never had a good year, by the way.
13.
The reason why I have him at 9 is because of I think he's on a better offense with a better team with a better quarterback, and he's going to score more points than obviously old busted Mark Andrews, who's been dead for the past 3 years. Dalton Kincaid
had 3 games over 15 points last year, by the way.
Yeah, all tight ends suck, dude. All tight ends suck. Look at
multiple single-digit games.
This is why we have other stuff to talk about today, because tight ends are kind of trash, and once you get past the top 2, you're right. Like it's a crapshoot. But you can't tell me you think Mark Andrews is going to outscore Dalton Kincaid this year. And if you do think that, I think we need a wager. Like I truly believe we need a wager on the show. I truly believe that because it's ridiculous that you think old, but how old is this dude? How old is Mark Andrews?
It's probably like 30. It's probably not as old as you think he is.
Probably 40. Talk about 30.
He's definitely not 40. We're really bad at like making sure that we have our stuff today. Mark Andrews is 30 years old. I was right. He is younger than both of us.
To be honest with Justin's last statement, is my computer. I had to restart my computer and all my notes. I haven't pulled them back up yet, so I was prepared. I don't know about this guy over here. I was prepared. My notes aren't up anymore because my computer froze. But yeah, I didn't go all tight. I only went one tight end on Scott Fishbowl. I saw that where people were doing that, and it's a gimmick, and I understand it. I did my own gimmick. If you look at my team, go look it up. Charizard. You can use the Fantasy Life tool, or you can use the FantasyNow Plus tool. I drafted whoever I wanted. I went Kyler at 112, brother. Like I went DJ Moore at 312, brother. I didn't care. I cared, but you know what I mean. But yeah, tight ends all. I think that strategy is terrible.
Wager. Mark Andrews or Dalton Kincaid, who finishes higher or scores higher? Average. What are we doing here?
Finishes higher, like overall.
Finishes higher overall. Okay.
From weeks 1 to 17, we don't count week 18 here on FantasyNow Plus. Week
That's
18
fine.
doesn't count.
18 doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter. I never include it in any of my analysis ever.
Loser shaves their beard.
Loser shaves their beard and eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Yeah, you have no facial hair whatsoever. Nothing. Come on, how big are your balls, Justin?
All right.
Mark it.
All
Brian,
right.
anyone watching, put it, as they say in the ESPN world, put it on the board. We're going to go ahead and shave our face completely. Week 17. It's going to happen.
This is barring injury. Like if an injury happens, like they're just
no.
Right?
Dude, he's 31 years old. You fricked me on his age, 30.8, brother. And age comes into it. You think a 31-year-old old busted Mark Andrews is better than young
Travis Kelce is still better than like 90% of the tight ends in the league, and he's like 47 years old. So yeah.
I'm glad we didn't talk about. I was hoping he didn't come up today.
Mr. Travis Kelce Swift. We both have him as a top 12 tight end.
Yeah. By the way, Mark Andrews only had 5 double-digit games last year. With
still more than Dalton Kincaid. He played in less games. Had more 15-plus point games.
With Travis Kelce, I do have him at 12. You have him at 7. It's just because he's playing with Patrick Mahomes in the same role. He's going to be up there. All you have to do is play 16 or more games, and you're going to finish top 12. And I count on Travis Kelce playing on 16-plus games. That's why he's in my top 12. There's no other analysis. Like, there's the people I have under him, A.J. Barner, Hunter Henry. Those are all Isaiah Likely. Those are all tight ends you want to stream to score a touchdown, in my opinion. Even Isaiah Likely. I think people are overdrafting him because he's in a new spot, and I understand that.
He's with his old coach.
I understand that. So is Wan'Dale Robinson, but people are underdrafting him. And Wan'Dale Robinson has more fantasy, has had more fantasy impact, has had more of a fantasy impact than Isaiah Likely ever has.
But you like Wan'Dale because he's with the same coach. So Isaiah Likely with the same coach.
But he's put up production. But he's put up production with his old coach, whereas Isaiah Likely has been a one-off. Maybe twice a year you get to use him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he had to go up against Mark Andrews.
And he had Malik Neighbors on the other side for 2 years. Wan'Dale, it is.
Tight end
spicy. We're getting spicy today, guys. Can we move onto the over-unders? Tight ends are done.
Okay.
Why is your square bigger than mine?
It's not.
It is.
It's literally cloned.
I love today's show. I'm feeling so good today. Over-unders. We decided to do a couple season-long over-unders. I have them here on my phone. So I texted Justin this morning. Did you want to read them off so I don't look at my phone the entire time, or do you want me to read them off?
Oh, so I have to look at my phone the whole time. Okay.
Oh, I'll do it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I have it right here.
All right, cool.
I'm prepared. So Josh has over-unders, and we're gonna take guesses on these. Also, you guys in the chat can also guess on these as well. Just throw what you think in the chat.
Not Malik guesses. I'm wagering. I'm wagering on all of these, by the way. No guesses.
Malik Willis, 15.5 passing touchdowns.
So is he going to have 16 passing touchdowns or 14? That's the thing. Are we going to go, or 15 actually? 15 loser. That's tough, man. Miami Dolphins last year obviously didn't move the ball very well. They weren't that great offensively. Tua had 20 touchdowns and Quinn Ewers had 3 touchdowns. So they totaled 18 passing touchdowns. That's with Jalen Waddle. That's with Devon Achane. And that's with whatever else they had. Am I giving you wrong information? Why are you giving me that look?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. So with that being said, with Tua and Ewers only scoring 18 touchdowns, you have a new kid in town. You lost Waddle. You don't really have much going on. I'm going over. I think it's too little. I think it's too little for any quarterback to score. Or, I mean, Daniel Jones did it a couple of years ago. Remember when Daniel Jones won that playoff game against the Vikings that one year? I think he had maybe 18 total touchdowns, and I think 12 were passing or something crazy like that. Go look it up, kids. It's fun. But I do think he's going to hit over because I think it's too little of a number. I don't think it's possible to play 16 games and to not have one multi-touchdown game as a quarterback in this year and like in 2026. I think it's impossible.
So Malik Willis has played 11 games over the last 2 years and has thrown 6 whole touchdowns in his entire career. So 11
he's
games
also never been the starter.
Years, 22 over the last 4 years.
He's never been the starter heading into a season.
True starter. He's always come in to fill in for the starter when they get hurt. Yeah, I get. Well, he was a true starter in 22 for a while there, 8 games. But Green Bay had wide receivers to throw to. They had an offense. They have Achane. That's it. They don't have anybody else. I'm going under 15.5 for Malik Willis. There are quarterbacks that throw under 15 touchdowns a season. I don't trust him to get 16.
Listen, it's okay. I'm betting the over on that one. And yeah, Gunnar Helm, the sleeper tight end this year. Of course, Malik Willis is going to have a good year. I hope. I'm a Dolphins guy. The next one, Justin. Who's the next one?
Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, God.
Over more or less 700.5 receiving yards.
This is so stupid. This is the guy people were trading for, giving up multiple firsts, drafting over Malik Neighbors, just thinking Brian Thomas Jr. was the end-all be-all at the wide receiver position. He's the next Justin Jefferson. He's the next Jamar Chase. He is going to give us multiple 1,300-yard seasons with multiple touchdowns, and him and Trevor Lawrence are going to be the next big thing with Liam Cohen headed to town. I should add that caveat, with Liam Cohen headed to town last year. We didn't get that. We got the total opposite. Brian Thomas Jr. just died. Like, I don't know how else to put it other than he didn't come to play football last year, and he didn't really want to play football, it looked like. He only had 91 targets, 707 yards. So he did hit it. I'm going to say this. I don't think that last year was Brian Thomas. I don't think that was the same person that we saw in his rookie season. And I think it's going to take time for him to adjust to the new offense and Liam Cohen and this whole situation. If he did it last year when he was so bad, he'll do it this year with an improved understanding of this offense and with the quarterback situation. I think he's going to hit it. 900 yards easily.
Do you know who the number 1 target getter for the Jacksonville Jaguars was last year?
Parker Washington, 95. Yeah.
Yeah, by 4. So Brian Thomas Jr. only had 91 targets last year, which is concerning. But he's never gotten under 700 yards. I think, last year was a kind of a fluke year. So I would agree. I think Brian Thomas Jr. hits the over here.
It's just in today's NFL, it's hard not to unless you get hurt.
Right.
Especially if you're playing 17 games.
Especially when you are an elite capable player.
We think and
you have an elite capable quarterback throwing you the ball.
I think he is. An elite capable offensive mind like Liam Cohen. Like it's all
elite capable for the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's whether or not they actually do it.
Don't even get us started on Tootin yet. Gosh. Anyway, who's the
Kenneth
next player
Walker the third, new Kansas City Chiefs running back, paired up with new Kansas City Chiefs running back Justin Fields. More or less 925.5 rushing yards on the season.
Man. When's the last time? That's a good question. That's what I should have been. When's the last time Kansas City Chief running back had over 1,000 yards? That's the question I should have asked. Or I should have researched. Probably Pacheco. Like he's probably snuck in there for like 1,001. Right? I would think.
1,000. Kareem Hunt had 611 last year, 728 the season before. Still Kareem Hunt. Pacheco had 900. 2023. Pacheco had 935.
I got the answer. I got it already. 2017. 2017 was the last time a Kansas City Chief running back had over 1,000 yards in a season. It was Kareem Hunt. 2017, brother. Now, I'm not saying that all trends are factual, but I can tell you that over a decade without a team having 1,000 yards for a running back, it's kind of wild.
Also,
and
who was the quarterback that year?
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
No,
it wasn't Mahomes. I thought it was his rookie.
It was Alex Smith.
Was it the year Mahomes got drafted? It was the year Mahomes got drafted. I know that. Okay, so Alex
Smith was the last time the Chiefs have had a 1,000-yard rusher, meaning Patrick Mahomes has never supported a 1,000-yard rusher.
And I wasn't real, but to be honest, like look at his running backs. Like they never really supplied him with Super Bowl MVP caliber running backs like a Kenneth Walker. I do think.
Kenneth Walker had a good game. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the standard Super Bowl MVP that you would see.
No, he's not, but he's still a Super Bowl MVP, and that'll never be taken away from him. He'll always be announced no matter where he's at, no matter what appearance he's at. Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker. That's awesome. But I'm going to say over on this one. I do think that we break the mold. I don't think you bring in a person because you know what they've been doing is like, oh, we got Pacheco, we could bring in Hunt, but let's go get this Worthy guy who also showed up in the playoffs 2 years ago and you guys overdrafted. Let's go bring up this guy. Let's go bring in a wide receiver. Let's go bring in this guy. But they're like, oh, this year, let's bring in a running back to help Mahomes because we know Mahomes isn't going to be 100%. I think they're going to lean heavily on Kenneth Walker. I'm going over. No doubt about it.
Don't forget former Cardinals starting running back Emari DeMarcado is also there, by the way. So, and
is he going to drop the ball before the goal line?
Fields, huh?
Is he going to drop the ball before the goal line?
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Justin Fields is also there to take the rushing away. I mean,
I would love to see Justin Fields in the backfield at least 20 times next year.
I'm hoping it's satire, but I also could see it not being satire that Andy Reid said that they're going to use Justin Fields as a running back a lot this year.
They should.
They absolutely should. If he gets in the open field, like I'll take Justin Fields over Kenneth Walker in the open field.
Spectacular athlete. I don't want you guys to understand. I want you guys to understand.
I don't want him throwing the ball, but I'll take him as a running back.
Spectacular athlete. Just don't let him throw the ball. I can't throw the ball either. When I was a catcher in softball,
he could throw like halfback sleep. Oh, he threw the ball past the Worthy. Like could be one of those scenarios. He has the ability. I just wouldn't want him throwing it 100 times or 50 times a game, 40 times, 30 times, or whatever.
In Fields run the option.
Yeah,
Fields gets the ball and he can just throw it because it's a lateral backwards.
Run the Wildcat.
Yeah, dude, I'm all in. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What's the last over? We have a couple more over-unders.
Yeah. So the next one, the last one you've got is Cam Ward, 3,300.5 passing yards for the season.
I've gone first every single time. It's your turn. Because
you've had the time to think about these. I didn't even look these guys up.
I made these up when I was in the shower this morning and sent them to you right away.
I'm still asleep.
Wake up, sunshine.
It's last year he had 3,169 passing yards, so did not reach that mark. He was on a very, very bad offense that didn't really get any better. They got Brian Daboll.
Wandale.
Carnell Tate. Calvin Ridley's wide receiver 3 now. I mean,
listen.
I'll take the over. He's going to be on a pass-heavy team. If Carnell Tate is half the player that they expect him to be, that's already better than every wide receiver option they had there last year.
I agree with you, man. I'm going the over too. I think 3,300 is a kind of ridiculous low number for someone like Cam Ward. You add Tate, you add Wan'Dale Robinson, you add Brian Daboll, who I've made fun of for the past 5 years. I totally understand that. But he's finally back in his place where he belongs as a mid-average, below average offensive coordinator. Go look at his numbers. He's below average. But I do believe that he can boost up Cam Ward, and I believe he's better than what they had in Tennessee last season. You add in Tate, you add in the offensive line help, you add in everything. There's no reason why Cam Ward can't take that second step. Matter of fact, I kind of like that he struggled last year. Not like, as in like, oh, I like that the kid had a bad year. CJ Stroud, he almost was my quarterback to talk about for yardage. He came in year one as a rookie, literally blew up the world, could have been MVP, everything. Like one of the best rookie seasons of all time. And he's been average, or you know what? He's been a very good quarterback who makes the playoffs and has very good numbers, not spectacular numbers. And now we criticize him because he didn't live up to year one. But he's also getting his team to the playoffs every year. He's also throwing for decent amount of numbers and winning football games. But yet he gets criticized for it. Whereas Cam Ward, it's only up. So I'm kind of glad he didn't have a spectacular season because, hell, if he only threw for 3,800 yards this year and only 24 touchdowns, we might be like, what happened to Cam Ward? Why is he not elite anymore? So I like this progression for Cam Ward, and I do think he's learning the game, and I do think they are setting up in Tennessee for success for the number one pick.
He's definitely in the Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels boat, where like Jaden Daniels had an incredible rookie season and not an incredible sophomore season. So it was like, what happened to Jaden Daniels? Whereas Caleb Williams did not have a great rookie season, but had a good second year season, and the progression went up a little bit. There wasn't a steep cliff. So I agree with you. Cam Ward didn't have the greatest rookie season. That's fine. He could progressively just get better and better.
And especially with the offensive pieces that they added over there. I'm a big Cam Ward fan. I was told to watch the quarterback show on some streaming service. I don't know. I've never seen these shows, but someone told me to watch it because they said I didn't like Cam Ward as a person, as an athlete. I watched the quarterback show, and now I love Cam Ward. So I can't wait I'm actually going to watch it. I don't know where it's streaming. Someone let me know.
I think it's on Netflix. They have like QB, they have wide receiver, all these. I agree there. I actually ended up liking Justin Jefferson a lot more when I watched that show. I liked Amon-Ra St. Brown even more when I watched that show. I'm fine on Patrick Mahomes though. He's fine. Kirk Cousins I like more because of the show. Like it really dives into them, not just as a player, but as like a human, which is cool.
Cool. Well, I can't wait to watch that. And thank you all for watching us today in our nonsense. I had an internet issue. I lost all my notes. I'm sorry. I apologize. But you know what? We'll be back next week. I don't know what we're talking about. All the rankings have been done. We will have more information next week on what we're going to talk about. I'm excited for it, Justin. We are literally in fantasy football season, right? Like we are here. We're minutes, weeks, days away from training camp. People getting hurt. You're going to cry about it. People excelling. You're going to think Terrace Marshall with his shirt off is going to look awesome. So you're going to overdraft him. Remember Terrace Marshall? Remember? Carolina Panthers just 4 years ago. Superstar. I can't wait, guys. I love it. This is my favorite time of the year. So make sure you join us. FantasyNowPlus.com to check out our rankings. Sign up for Super League. If you're in Scott Fishbowl, we have a tool for you to do a look at your team for a graphic. You can do it on the Fantasy Life as well, but we were first this year. Other than that, Justin, do you have anything else before I log us off? Perfect. Well, with that being said, peace out, guys. Have a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay dry. I know there's rainy seasons. Did you guys clear up the air up there?
I think.
Fuck Canada, bro. Get it together, man. You'll pay for this. All right, guys, we're out of here. Peace out.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.